Hello everybody, welcome back to the Analytical Lion. I'm Josh Davis. First off, I want to say thank you to everybody that has watched and supported my first Statcast video that I put out a month ago. I originally planned for that to be a one-off thing, but due to so many of you displaying your desire for more similar content, I've decided to cook up some more baseball videos throughout the summer. With that being said, today I'm going to focus on attack angle and competitive swings, two statistical metrics that I've noticed having an important impact on MLB lately. An attack angle between 5 and 20 degrees is considered ideal. While hitters can have different methods of finding success, you have to be in that range if you want to be good. In fact, for some hitters that are usually among the best in baseball, you can see them at the bottom of the barrel in these metrics while they are experiencing cold streaks at the plate. Players like Xavier Edwards, Vlad Jr., Austin Riley, and Jackson Merrill are all struggling with attack angle in the last 2 weeks, leading to subpar on-field performance. However, there are some exceptions, as we can see J.P. Crawford, Willie Castro, Jacob Wilson, Trevor Larnach, also struggling with attack angle, but are currently crushing things at the plate. In fact, in the last week, Willie Castro is hitting a sublime .391 batting average with a 1.133 OPS. Generally speaking, you have to combine attack angle with competitive swings, which helps show which guys are comfortable with their swing and also hitting the ball over 90 miles per hour. Some hitters are also simply good despite having a regular swing pass, like the aforementioned Jacob Wilson, but someone like Eugenio Suarez, who has been utilizing one of the most vertical swings in baseball this season, is also in that category. In the last 2 weeks, Suarez is 6th in the majors in attack angle, right next to other power hitters like Cal Raleigh and Rhys Hoskins. He's also 6th in average home run distance at 419 feet, and among 3 MLB hitters with an average home run distance over 410 feet and a barrel percentage over 9. If you're wondering, those other hitters are James Wood and Kyle Schwarber. That's pretty good company. We have to take a closer look at James Wood, actually. This is a guy who, much like Oneil Cruz, passed the eye test last year and clearly displayed top-notch power potential, but simply hadn't put it all together yet. Wood was just 21 years old last season, so it was smart to be patient with him, but so far this season, he's been one of the league's best all-around players. Remember, the Nationals acquired James Wood, C.J. Abrams, Mackenzie Gore, Luke Voit, Robert Hassel III, and Harlan Susana, currently the Nats' number 2 prospect, all for Juan Soto and Josh Bell. We all know the Padres' gamble with Soto didn't work out, but the Nationals are sitting pretty with that trade now making up half of their starting roster. Let's take a look at this 435-foot home run from James Wood, just because it's awesome.
And he launches this one to right. See you later into the Seattle evening. And the Nats lead 6-0 on number 15.
And I think we got to take a look at the Mariners broadcast as well, just because it's hilarious.
Well, this is annihilated. Yikes, way back there. And it bangs off the facade. That's the second night with a storybook home run from James Wood.
Yeah, we saw Wood hit that one last night off the batter's eye in straightaway center field. This time, something he doesn't often do, but pulls this one towards right field off the base.
Those announcers sound pretty tired of playing this guy, and pretty soon the entire league will be feeling the same effects. But for me, I'm not a Nats fan. As an analyst, the question that immediately comes to my mind is, what changed? What is Wood doing differently that has fixed his consistency? Well, part of the story is in his attack angle and stance. We can see the beat red percentile rankings, but if we scroll down to the bat tracking section, we find some interesting stuff. Wood is letting pitches get deeper into his swing. He's opened his stance even more to a 24-degree open, and he's increased his bat speed by 2 miles per hour to further increase it past league average. This has increased his barrel percentage by a whopping 8 points, putting him in the top 10 in the league in that category. Another player that has emerged in a big way the last few weeks is Addison Barger for the Blue Jays. He was initially given more playing time due to the injury to Andres Jimenez, and has performed so well that Barger figures to be hitting atop the Toronto lineup the rest of the season. Just watch this 428-foot bomb from last week displaying his top-notch power.
And this one is going out in a hurry. He seems like he brings some of the skills a number 3 hitter would require, doesn't he? That one might have gotten out quicker than last night's did, and it's a 1-run game.
3 changeups in a row. The first one.
That's cool, but how do you go from an average exit velo of 88 miles per hour, one of the worst in the league, to 94 miles per hour in one season? I mean, Barger has increased his metrics dramatically in every single category. Let's go back to the home run I just showed you and take a peek at his feet. Look at how open this stance is, and we can compare it to a play just from last year from Barger. Same leg kick, similar swing path, same high swing speed, but now he's gone from 15 degrees open to 50 degrees open in his stance, which is now one of the most free stances in the major leagues. He shortened up his swing a bit. He's now pulling the ball 10 degrees more than last season. How did he figure out that he needed to do this? Well, this past offseason, the Blue Jays gave him the opportunity to do a sort of reset on his swing, as he was feeling quote-unquote too constrained and mechanical. So, they basically said, be free. Mentally, he's also been far more selective this season, swinging at less pitches outside of the zone and more pitches in the zone. As more pitchers become aware of his presence at the plate and learn how to approach him, Barger will need to continue to build up his patience while also maintaining his power-hungry approach. Another couple of players to pay attention to in this area are Bryce Terang and Yandy Diaz, both players that I've rostered in my fantasy team this year. Terang has been able to elevate his swing path and generate more line drives this season, and despite his small frame, he's third in baseball in average home run distance. On the other hand, Yandy Diaz has long been a major example of a hitter that has been doomed by low attack angle. Consistently one of the leaders in hard hit percentage and exit velo, Diaz has struggled in recent years to reach the home run expectations that the Rays have for him. After winning the batting title hitting .330 with 22 homers in 2023, his numbers have seen sharp declines the past 2 seasons as his swing tilt dips below 25 degrees. Remember, Gino Suarez's swing tilt was 40 degrees and the MLB average is 32. So yeah, Yandy is 4th in MLB this year in ground ball percentage with 56 of hit balls in play going into the dirt. The Rays also moved away from the broken Trop, which, yes, that's unfortunate, but it was also the best ground ball park in the majors due to the lightning-quick AstroTurf, which was a big reason of why Diaz was able to have success with his swing style in that stadium. Now he's playing in a very home run-friendly spring training stadium, and he still only has 9 home runs so far. There are some signs that Yandy is working on changing his swing, which seems like a necessity for him to remain a relevant hitter in the major leagues. I want to shout this out. Made the Cut did a fantastic video that goes far more in-depth on Yandy, so if you're curious to learn more about that, put the link to that in the description. That'll be all for this week's episode of Statcast Watch. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around for more MLB analytics.